recently made about Trump supporters turned out to be a lot more true than I thought. Just take a look at this. I'm genuinely convinced that a lot of these Trump supporters would be perfectly fine with their wives spending a night with Donald Trump. And look, I genuinely believe that. I think a lot of these Trump supporters are just so dedicated to Donald Trump that they'd give up anyone and anything to make sure that he's okay or to prove their loyalty to him. And I think this was especially shown when I saw this, and I stumbled across this on the internet today from one of these kind of like far right MAGA QAnon forums where they all talk amongst themselves about their conspiracy theories. And what I'm looking at right now genuinely left me speechless. This was a post from somebody named Trump is one sexy man, their real username on this forum, saying, quote, "My birthday is Saturday. My husband got me this already. Have a feeling I'm getting a lot more of the same. Can't wait." And what this husband's purchased for them was a life-size cutout of Donald Trump. This is the birthday gift for this wife or husband or whoever it may be. This is their birthday gift, a life-size cutout of Donald Trump, and they're excited about it. They are excited to have Trump in cardboard form standing in their house and watching them do everything. And the weird part about it is that it wasn't a troll, and people in the comments were actually backing this person up saying, "Oh my God, it's so cool." For example, "Happy birthday. Your husband must feel very self-confident to bring such competition into the house." They're talking about a cardboard cutout of Donald Trump. He did say the president has to stay downstairs at night. They clarified. "Don't worry. Tee-hee." Somebody laughed at that. Another person said, "Your hubby is a sweetie pie. Better keep POTUS downstairs. Happy birthday, friend. Have fun celebrating your special day all weekend. And let us know what other goodies you get." Meaning, let us know what other Trump-inspired goodies this person receives. They are all celebrating a life-size cutout of Donald Trump. If that's not culty, if that's not the definition of worship to one man, I don't know what is. I mean, we make a lot of jokes about how MAGA is just loyal to Donald Trump, but I think we can confidently say after the many years of Trump being involved in politics that it's no longer satire. It's no longer joking when we say it. It's true. And a lot of people have this loyalty to Trump more so than they have to their partners, their families, their friends, their jobs, whatever it might be. They put him before anything else, certainly him before the country. And so this got me thinking and looking more into like these QAnon forums. And I also stumbled across another completely insane and unhinged post in one of these kind of communities. This is from a Trump supporting group chat, I guess on some platform that they communicate on. It has over 6,000 members. So 6,000 people are talking amongst themselves about how much they like Donald Trump. And this came from one of the prominent members who like leads this group, I suppose. And they're writing, and they fully believe this: "You guys act like finally arresting Hillary or Soros when they're one foot in the grave is some kind of earth-shattering victory. How is that justice? Even if it happens, what does it actually accomplish? These people have already lived their full lives, done their damage, and passed the baton. And if the arrests don't happen, then this entire circus was an even bigger joke, one that wasted years keeping people distracted, pacified, and waiting for justice that was never coming." They're talking about Hillary Clinton and George Soros still getting arrested. They still in their minds think that Donald Trump is like pursuing these arrests against George Soros and Hillary Clinton. They're thinking that some people believe that they've already been arrested. Some people that believe that they're on the way to be arrested. And this guy is kind of saying like, well, you know, it's too weak. Donald Trump won't do it. And even if they are arrested for some made up makeshift crime, it doesn't even matter anymore because apparently they've damaged society so much. They are living in fantasy land. I mean, this is a different level of delusion, almost a delusion that would require a medical diagnosis to figure out what happened. And unfortunately, it's not just living in these group chats. It's not just living on these MAGA forums. It's happening in public, and people are actually celebrating Donald Trump and also celebrating him in very dictatorial ways. And what I mean by that is that recently in Florida, literally just the other day, videos of a giant dancing Donald Trump went viral. There was a drone show that some mysterious group put together in Florida, Donald Trump's home state, of course, or at least where he lives for a lot of his presidency. Some random group put together a a show for Donald Trump of him dancing and with writing saying that he's a historic president, that he's so great and that, he's better than anybody else. Over the past couple of days, a whole series of prominent, predominantly, of course, conservative leaning X accounts have posted footage that they say shows a major drone display in support of Donald Trump over Miami on Monday. The roughly 1-minute clip opens with a large number of small drones rising into the night sky, then cuts to footage of the drones forming into a depiction of Donald Trump performing his YMCA dance. And this was actually posted by the mayor of Miami. So it wasn't just coming from these random accounts. It actually came from the mayor celebrating this, an elected official celebrating a drone show for Donald Trump, the convicted felon. And I want to show you this drone show. Of course, there's the YMCA music in the background, so I can't play that for you, but we can just talk about it ahead of time. I mean, look, there's Trump as in drone form doing the dance, and it says historic president, world's best deal maker, world's best peacemaker, with handshaking, liberator of hostages, kind of saying that Donald Trump is essentially the best thing since sliced bread, defenders of freedom, which is ironic given the fact that all Donald Trump does is try to eradicate freedoms for people he doesn't like. And they are, of course, celebrating him with his name around the globe. I mean, it is so strange. And to think that this is happening in like a public setting over this body of water is sickening to me as an American. The idea that so many people are just pledging this loyalty to Donald Trump, which we've talked about for so long, but has really intensified in recent months and years, is just gross. Like, we don't do this in America. We don't worship kings. We don't worship dictators. We certainly don't worship presidents. We hold our elected leaders accountable. But according to these people, Donald Trump can do no wrong. And they like him so much that they want a cardboard cutout of him in their house. And I think that this drone display that we just saw very much reminds me of dictators around the world. It can be Assad. You can look at Putin. But in this example, I just want to show you Kim Jong-un. I mean, look at these parades that he sets up for himself where everybody has to be in line. Everybody's waving the North Korea flag. They're praising him. They have pictures of him. I mean, is that not just incredibly similar to what Donald Trump does with these drone displays, or, him wanting a kind of parade like this? It's Donald Trump's playbook. They're very much one of the same. And of course, we know that Donald Trump has praised Kim Jong-un and his iron fist rule over North Korea, suggesting that he would want something like that. That's kind of Trump's deal. He is very much a wannabe dictator, wants the country and the people in the country to worship him just like a dictator. And so when you're looking at Kim Jong-un, it feels very similar to Donald Trump. But I really just couldn't believe my eyes when I saw this post of someone saying, yeah, you know what? I love the Trump cardboard cutout and I want more. They want more Trump gifts, Trump-inspired gifts, to be sitting in their house and just kind of staring at them and hanging out with them. I don't know. It's all very strange. But as I said, like, I fully believe that Trump supporters had to bring the story to you when I saw it. It's so crazy. I appreciate you watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel down below. It goes an incredibly long way. I really appreciate you. Also, make sure to drop a like on the video. That also very much helps. And please make sure to leave a comment. I'm excited to hear what you all have to say about this. Your comments are always very funny and entertaining, especially on topics like this. So make sure to leave a comment. And of course, I will see you in the next one. We shall talk soon. Have a great rest of your night.
Having your information freely
and they're very resilient. So it's very possible